Good evening, everyone. Thank you for joining. Happy Tuesday. Today is my weekly Teach It Tuesday class. I want to thank you for joining. When you arrive, please post a hello so I know that you're there. Let me know where you're from if you're new to my group. And if you're watching the replay on YouTube, also please let me know where you're watching from and say hello. Hey Jody, how are you? Hey Kim. Good to see you ladies. How are you? I hope you're having a good week so far. Hi, Anne. Thank you for joining and thank you for sharing. Good to see you, ladies. Glad you did too, Jody. Oh, thank you, Kim. Yes, I had my hair chopped. I had, I think, over 6 inches cut off. That's how long my hair was. But thank you. I'm glad you like it. Hey, Cynthia. Hey, Dawn. How are you? Good to see you ladies tonight. Yes, I got to a point where my hair was getting so long and all I was doing was pulling it up anyways. So I thought, all right, it's time to do something. And it wasn't healthy. It was getting yucky. So it needed to be trimmed anyway. So I'm like, just chop it. So, but yeah, it feels funny. It feels like, oh my gosh. Thank you, Dawn. How are you ladies doing? I hope everything is well. Dawn, I hope you're enjoying your retirement. Hey, Sharon. Good to see you, my friend. It's been a while. Welcome. Getting the old gang back. I like that. Okay, so we're going to get started. And let me just put the camera down. So, announcements. I do have a couple. So I just wanted to let everybody know that in the month of March, this is a first-time sale item. It's our mini Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine is on sale. It is 20% off. It's never been on sale since its launch. I don't know how many of you have our Stampin' Cut and Emboss machines, but they are the bomb. They work so well and they're so portable because the sides go down on both sides. And I will show you mine in a little bit. And both on the big one and the small one, both the plates, base folds up on either side, so it's portable. It's great to take to crops or to events or to classes, and it's also space saving. So if you've had your eye on the mini Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine, now is the time to snag that item because it's 20% off. Also on sale along with the Savings Are in Bloom special, which is what the special is for the month of March. I do want to share that we have 13 bundles that are on sale also at 20% off. These bundles are in the annual catalog, and they're great bundles. And in fact, I think there are 3 bundles that were no longer bundles, but Stampin' Up! Brought them back as bundles. So you can get the bundle price, which is 10% off. And with the 20% off these bundles, you're getting 30% off. So that, again, is a great deal. So if you've had your eye on any of these sets, the month of March is a great time to grab them. Hey, Melanie, good to see you. Yes, I'm glad you found me with the time change. So 13 bundles at 20% off, and you get the Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine also at 20% off. This month only. So don't hesitate to do that. I don't know where my host code is. My host code is posted on a post below in this group. If you are placing an order and your order is $150, please use that host code. But if your host code is greater, if your order is greater than the $150, do not use the host code, because I want you to get the hostess rewards. So, but yeah, these are some great specials that is a sale for the month of March only. So snag those while you can. Yes, good to see you. Glad you could catch me live. So tonight, I have been playing with the bundle that is Abstract Beauty. And here is the bundle. It is on page 48 and 49 in the catalog. The stamp set is called Hello Beautiful, but it's these dies that you need to look at, okay? Do you see that? These shapes are awesome. So you have, and I've been using these, so these are not all here, but you have 2 more of these octagon, I guess you'd call them, shapes, and they all layer. And then you have the circle ones, and then look at this one. This one, can you see? Let me see if you can get that. Can you see that in the camera? It cuts and embosses. Okay, and I use this on one of my cards tonight. So it's a cut and emboss in one pass, and then you have the circle dies, and then you have 2 of these. Well, it could be sentiment dies, and then this one, they are both also cut and embossed. Can you see that design on there? Does that show up in the camera? There you go. Can you see that? So these are cut and emboss, and then you've got these over here that also layer, and then these ones here. So playing with these shapes are so much fun, and I really haven't even scratched the surface on this bundle, but I've been having a lot of fun playing with it. So in the suite, which is called Abstract Beauty, the suite is called Abstract Beauty on page 48, and you can see some samples using those octagon, those what are they? No, maybe hexagon. I think they're hexagon. So in the set you get, or in the suite you get the bundle. You get these beautiful adhesive back hexagons, and that's these right here. And you have different sizes and different colors. Aren't those pretty? And you have the Abstract Beauty cards and envelopes, and that is over here. So in these, which these are great, guys. You guys have seen me use Memories and More. This is kind of like the same idea, but you get 10 card bases, and these are the different card bases that you get in the suite. So you get these ones, and then you get all of these. Look at those beautiful colors that you could use as card bases. Can you see that? So, so you get 10 card bases, and then you get 10 envelopes to match. Look at these, how beautiful. And if you like to make cards quick, these are a great option, because you can make 10 cards with this little kit. And the kit is only $10. So that is a very inexpensive way to make 10 cards in a hurry if that's what you want to do. So that's these right here. And then you have the Ephemera Pack, and that's this right here. And these are just various elements. You've got some vellum ones. I've already started using these. And they literally just kind of pop out. So this is the Ephemera Pack that you can add these elements to your cards. And I'll show you how I used those. And that's only $6.50 for that. And then you have the beautiful, gorgeous paper pack. And this is a specialty pack, but what is also different about this paper pack is it's 6x6. Now, I've been doing Stampin' Up! For a really long time. I don't ever remember them having a 4x6 paper pack. Look at all of the... So if it's specialty, it means there's foil in it. But look at these papers. I started playing with these, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm going to need to get... I've already used up these. And you get 48 sheets of these. There's 12 designs, and I believe you get 4 of each. I think it was 4 of each ones. So that's the foil side. Can you see that? And then these are the back sides, which are pretty also. Look at the pinks. How pretty are those? Isn't that gorgeous? This is a gorgeous paper pack. So if you like paper, and I'll tell you, 4x6 is very convenient to work with. Less cutting for your projects. And again, this paper is like really, really pretty. So there's lots to this suite of products. And I'm going to play with that tonight, and we'll get started. Do any of you have this set yet? Let me know if you have this set. I'm curious. So let me move and make space here. Okay, so we're going to get started. And the first card that I made is a little bit of a fun design. Not necessarily a fun fold, because you know how much I like the fun folds, but this is, you can see what I did here is I used a piece of that DSP over the layer. Can you see that? And I'm going to show you how I did that. And then that's the inside. And then I used, this is that circle that's embossed. I used gold foil. Can you see the embossing on it? Yeah, the dies are amazing, Jody. I agree. The dies really, you can have so much fun just using the dies. But the stamp set's fun too, because the stamp set has all those, what do you call it, like, we call like blotchy or splots, people splashes, whatever you use, kinds of stamps in it. Let me see. this is what I'm trying to talk about. Like these, I love these. These can be used for a lot of different things. So the stamp set's fun. It has some neat fonts in it. It has some really cool little mini elements in it. And again, I've only been playing with it for a little bit. I have not really scratched the surface, but I really loved it as I started delving into it. So I think you will too. Okay, so let's get my paper out here. And so I am using Smoky Slate. Let me get my elements. And this is 4 1/4 by 11, and it's scored at 5.5. So let me get my bone folder and burnish that. Sharon, I don't want to order the DSP and then forget to what? The DSP is gorgeous. You're going to love the DSP, and the dies are phenomenal. Okay, and then we're going to use, let me get my card over here. And then I have Blushing Bride, and that is 4 by 5 1/4 there. Okay, and then we're going to use Basic White, and that is 3 3/4 by 5. So this is going to have 3 layers on the front. And then I'm using a piece of the DSP from that paper pack, and I'm going to be using the foiled side. So how I did this one is, and I used this piece of paper so I can kind of show you, but you're positioning the DSP over the white layer, and then just putting it over partial. So I'm going to show you how I did that. So let me put this aside, and we'll work on that DSP layer first. So you're going to take a piece, and I'm using the same piece. I think I have enough room to make 2 cards out of it. And basically what you're going to do is you're going to just angle it at the corner up there and then down the side. And you can decide how far down you want to go. So on this one here, you can see how I have the point over here. And I just kind of, and then we glue it down. Okay? So you can decide, like, do you want to do, do you want to just have it go like over there like that and have it just kind of angle at a diagonal? You could also kind of go like this and do this side and then have the point. So the options are there, either way you want to do it. I think I'm going to do it like this. So what I did, how I did that is I took a pencil and I decided where I wanted my DSP on my basic white. And then I just kind of turned it over and I just put a pencil mark there and there so I'd know where I want to glue it. And then I used my Tombow glue to glue that down. Okay, so we're going to do it like this. And I want that point to go down a little bit. So, yeah, so we're going to do it. And then I got to do, so I know where to put the glue. Okay, so we're going to try this and see if this works. So I have my pencil marks here, so we're going to kind of go on the inside of that. And I'm going to do that. Going to bring the white layer back in. You don't have the bundle, Sharon. Oh. Is it on your wish list? Was it something you were thinking about getting? Okay, so there we go. Let me get I got some glue on my hand, so let me. When I saw the bundle, it was the paper that got my attention first. And then when I really started focusing on it, then I realized, oh my gosh, those dies are like to die for. And then I'm going to just turn it over, and we're just going to trim that off. Like that. And then that's how you get a piece of the DSP to go on there. What do you think? Isn't that pretty? Yeah, that looks pretty good. Okay, and now what we're going to do is we're going to stamp. And I did, on this one, I did the happy birthday, because in the embossing, this calls for a celebration, which is part of that stamp set. So I'm making it a birthday card. So let me get my happy birthday stamp. Now the happy birthday, let me see, that came from Special Moments. Right here. This is an awesome set. This was Celebration, and I'm still using it. I absolutely love it. So if you got it at Celebration, I am still using it. But you can use any celebration, any happy birthday. Let me get my... It is a photopolymer, so you should have a mat underneath. Thank you, Jody. I think so too. It's just a great way to use it that's not your traditional way. All right. I'm gonna do happy birthday at the bottom. Okay. And you're going to want to showcase this paper if you have it also. So there's that. And then I cut out in the gold foil that circle die, that emboss. So that's how it looks when you cut it out. It embosses and it cuts at the same time. And then I used basic black and I embossed. This calls for a celebration. I already did this ahead of time to save time. And that is gonna go on there like that. So let me glue that down. But I love this. I love these dies. Yeah, Sharon, hopefully you'll have a better idea by the end of this class and as to whether or not that's something you want to do. Okay, so now we can put our layers on. So I have the Blushing Bride layer, which I think these colors are so pretty together. I'm just gonna glue that down like that. And then we're gonna glue this layer down. So it's really not a difficult card to make. Is the black circle part of the die set? Yes, Cynthia, I'll show you in 1 second. Oh, I just smudged it. Oh, hang on. I must have some on my... Don't you just hate that when you do that? So I'm going to get out my eraser and see if I can get some of that off. Do you guys have one of these? This is called Mono Sand Eraser, and I got it on Amazon. And it's a standard item in my craft room. Not too bad. I'll put an embellishment too. Yes, I was just gonna say, Jody. But use these because these are really helpful. All right, and I'm going to put this up on dimensionals. So let me grab those. Jody is a fellow stamper and a dear friend of mine and a huge supporter of me. She's helped me out a lot, and I appreciate her so much. She's a good, true friend. Isn't that pretty? Now on this one, I used the black matte dots because I just love them. But we also have the new Adhesive back Hexagons, and I think I'm going to use those on this card tonight. And you can see that there's different sizes, and they have them in black, so they're really pretty. So let me get, I'm going to put a big one in my blooper down here. So you can see that sand eraser almost got it all gone. Did you see that? And we'll put one over there. And we'll put one over there. What do you think? Do you like it? Isn't that pretty? Jody, it was fate that you and I met, my friend. We've never met in person, although wouldn't I love to go out on the town with her one night? That would be fun. Maybe someday. And let me see. So Cynthia, I'm going to show you the dies. These are the dies. Minus, I have two more of these that are layering, the bigger ones that I have aside over on my other desk. But that gold one was this one, and you can see it not only cuts, but it embosses at the same time. And so do these over here. These you can use for sentiments or anything, really. But they also will cut and they will emboss at the same time. So you get a twofer on those. And that's part of the bundle, Cynthia. Okay. Card number 1. Let me get card number 2. Oh, I wanted to do, hang on, before I go on to card number 2, let me, on the inside I did It's Your Day, Enjoy It. So we're going to do that. And that is from Happiest of Birthdays, one of my favorite birthday sets. This is out of the annual catalog. And it's this stamp here. So let me bring in the inside and bring back my memento. And then we'll put that down on the inside of this. Oh, it would certainly be a blast. Wouldn't I love to do that? There. Isn't that pretty? Okay, so that's card number 1. So let me clean these and we'll get on to card number 2. Like I said, I really haven't really touched the surface of this set, but it is a lot of fun. Okay, card number 2. Now this is a fun fold, and you know how much I like fun folds, right? And this is, again, using that beautiful paper. And then there's your, I didn't put anything on the inside. It's a thank you card, so I'm going to wait until I send this. But I thought that that would be a fun card to do. So on this one, we're using Blushing Bride, and this is your standard 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4. Hold on, I need to grab one thing here. Oh, right here. Yeah, these are the other 2 dies that go in that set. And you can layer this, and if you put 2 in at the same time, you can also make, you can trim around it and make a different color if you want, which is really cool to do also. So this is 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4. And the DSP is 3 7/8 by 5 1/8. And the white is 4 by 5 1/4. So we're going to put those, we're going to glue those down. And we can go ahead and we can get those down now. So again, another 3 layers. Thank you, Sharon. That's the back side. This, I love these colors on this with the gold foil. So pretty. And with this, you literally have just a little bit of the white showing on that. Okay. All right. And now what we need to do is we need to cut out and make a window And we're going to use the largest. Somebody help me out. Is this a hexagon? I think it is. So I am doing it probably about, I mean, you want it centered, maybe about an inch below the top. And I'm going to go take this over to my machine, because you have to cut this open. So I'm going to use my big machine. So hold on while I cut this out. Just take me a second. Now remember, you're cutting through 3 layers. So hopefully that cut through. I only did one pass, but let me see. I'm going to put it through one more time to make sure. You are cutting through 3 layers of cardstock. There we go. And I did use a little piece of Post-it tape just to keep it down. And when you're doing this, if you don't put glue on the inside, you'll have 3 layers. I ended up putting a little bit of glue on the inside, so the inside glued the 3 layers. But you will get 3 of these separately if you don't glue it down. So I would recommend putting glue in the middle. It's just a habit of mine to do that. Yes, I did tape it down. Yeah, I use that, let me show you. I use this kind of tape that doesn't stick to the paper. I love it. It's Post-it tape, and it works really well. And it keeps it from moving around. So yeah, when you're putting those layers on, don't put glue on the inside, and then you'll have those pieces. I mean, I can still use this, but these are there's glue. I mean, I didn't put a lot of glue, but there's glue on there, so I'm not going to try to pull it apart. But okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to get the trimmer out, and you need a piece of let me get that. Basic white. And it needs to be 5 1/4 by 8. So let me see if this is right. Yeah, so there's the 8 by 5 1/4. There you go. So it's 5 1/4 by 8, and we're going to score it at 4 and 6. So 5 1/4 by 8, score it at 4 and 6. Oh, and you know what? I think I already had them scored. Hang on. And of course it had to be upside down, so all right, so we're going to do this, and then you're just going to fold it to the left and then back to the right, and then you're going to burnish that, and this is going to be the inside of the card. So So let me bring my card back. So this is the white piece that we're going to glue down on the inside here. Okay, bring that back here. And then we have the DSP pieces, and that's from that paper pack, and literally it's just the front and the back, as you can see. When I saw this pattern right here when I was going through the paper, honestly, this wasn't like my favorite, but I think I've used it all up already, and I think we get four of each. So obviously I like it more than I thought I did. So we're just going to glue that down. Like, because of the camera, I can't see up the top. I'm so short. And then we're going to do the back side on this one. Very pretty, both sides, I think. And when you do front and back like that, it really just, you know it's going to be a really good match. Okay, so there you go with that. And we'll burnish that. Okay, and then on here, you can see, I don't know if you can see, there you go. I used both sizes, so I have a large and then I have the next size down, okay? And I already cut those out in your basic white, and so here they are. So we're going to do some stamping, okay? And we're going to stamp on the smaller one. So let's get that over here. And on this one, I think I used polished pink. Both polished pink or Magenta Madness will work. Polished pink is what's in the paper. So I think I'm going to do the opposite. I'm going to do polished pink. I'm going to do Magenta Madness just to show you the difference. And we are going to use the thank you stamp. Let me find it. And this thank you stamp is from the Happy and Heartfelt stamp set that's in the mini. Oh my gosh, look at all of the sentiments in here. So I'm using the thank you, but you have everything. Lucky me, no matter what. Congratulations. Heck yeah. I mean, there's a lot of good sentiments in this. So we're going to go ahead, and this is a red rubber, so I don't need that. Looks good. And we're going to center that. I'm going to pull it in so I can see it. It's a little bit more vibrant than the polished pink. I think a little bit deeper, but both are really pretty. And then what I did on this one, you can see I used the Balmy Blue, and I used this little, I don't know, what do you call that? Like a splatter or a blotch? I'm not really sure what you would call that. But I used that, and I used the Balmy Blue, which the Balmy Blue is also in the paper. And I just wanted a little something over it, and I did stamp off when I did that. And I think it just adds you know, a little something to that. And then I also used, and we're going to bring back, I should have done this while I had the magenta out, and that's the little dots that's in the stamp set. Can you see that? Now it is stained because I'm using a bright reddish color, which it does tend to stain it. And I'm stamping off and doing that. Now you can do it full strength if you want, but it's just, I'm just kind of adding a little something to that. All right, and put this over here. And then what we're going to do is we are going to layer that one on top of the other, and we're just going to glue that down. Okay. Now you don't have to do both layers, but I do like it. And you'll notice I'm doing it with the points up. See that? Now, we are going to start to put this together. And all you do is glue down the back of this. Just glue the back. Like that. And you're going to put that in just like you would any other center on the inside. So this is really not a difficult fold, even though it may look it. Okay, so now we need to put this on the inside. And when you put this on the inside, you only want to glue over here on this side, because if you glue over here, it's not going to open. Okay, so what I do is, what I find is the easiest, okay, is I'm going to put glue on my DSP right here, and I'm going to hold down the top. Okay, I'm going to do this. And then I'm just going to, and I'm going to do it on the right hand side first and line that up and hold it down. And then there you go on that. So I also have on the bottom here, I also have put this. So I stamped thank you, and then I used the ever so much stamp, and I did that again. Believe that one. I thought it was in this one. But I don't see that there. Hang on. I don't remember what set it is. Anybody? So we're going to get out. Oh, I found it. Here it is. It was over on the other side. The Ornate Thanks, and it's the Ever So Much right here. Another set from the annual catalog that I use quite a bit for sentiments. Thank you, Cynthia. I'm glad you like it. So we are going to do that. And I'm just going to get my little trimmer out, trim this up. And it is little sentiment here. And then I think I'm going to just eyeball this one. And I did trim that one down a little bit more than the other one, but that's okay. And then we're going to stick that on the Balmy Blue. Put this over here. And we're just going to glue that down. You like fun folds, Cynthia? I love them. And then we're going to put that up on dimensionals also. That. Always use your edges of your dimensionals. Get the most out of them. Now you don't have to add another one down there, but I just kind of liked that glue there. Okay, and then that opens up, and then you can put whatever you want on the inside. But I thought that was like really pretty. Now you can embellish it. I didn't the first one, but one of my go-tos, and I'm going to use these pink ones here. I love these. We will put, let's see, there and there. Always in threes, odd numbers. There. So what do you think? Isn't that pretty? And very simple. There's that one. Here's this one. And I also wanted to show you, I did make one card using the cards in envelopes and the Ephemera Pack. And again, so literally just took pieces of the Ephemera Pack and added it to that, and then a sentiment here, and then any of those envelopes that will match, but I used the black stripe. I thought that was really cute. But really pretty. a really fun suite of products. Like I said, I really didn't scratch the surface. I'm going to play more with it. I'm sure you're going to see more of it before that catalog is good until June. But I really, let me just put these up here. I really had a lot of fun playing with that set, and I think you will like it. And like I said, the dies, and like Jody said, the dies are amazing. The dies do a lot of the work for you, and you can do so much. You can use the dies to cut out, different colored cardstock, or use DSP, whatever you want to do. The options are there. So. Thank you for joining me tonight. I hope you enjoyed this class. I hope you were inspired and maybe like this set or thinking about this set. And I hope that you give it a try. If you make these cards, go ahead and post them on my VIP group because we'd like to see it. And if you're working on something different, post those over there as well. We want to see what you're working on, and we want you to inspire us as well. So thank you so much, and have a great rest of the week. Bye-bye.